Hi, my name is Stuart Miniman, and I'm a technologist in EMC's Corporate Office of the CTO. Today, I'm going to introduce to you a new storage networking protocol known as Fibre Channel over Ethernet, or FCoE. Over the last year, EMC and many companies throughout the industry have been working on the standards for FCoE, and now EMC is ready to bring our first solution to the marketplace. Today, what I'd like to do is briefly show you why we need this new protocol, and also how you can fit FCoE into your existing environments. If we look at servers in the enterprise data center today, they typically have multiple network environments. All of these networks have their own terminology, protocols, management tools, and physical components. This creates a lot of inefficiencies. If we look at the server, the first network that is attached is typically the Ethernet LAN, where we have our NICs attached to the LAN. These are typically running at 1 gigabit speeds. And today, almost 100% of all servers are attached to the network, which is a critical piece of all networking environments. The primary way for attaching network storage is through the use of a Fibre Channel SAN, or storage area network. This requires that you purchase host bus adapters, or HBAs, which must be installed in the server and then get wired into the SAN. And these connections can give you 2, 4, or 8 gigabit speeds. Now, Fibre Channel gives us a lot of benefits. It's a robust, scalable architecture which can give us hundreds or thousands of nodes and allow centralized management for storage area networks. However, we have to purchase specialized hardware and create a separate network. And these requirements have limited the overall attach rate of Fibre Channel to less than 20% of enterprise servers today. What we'd really like to be able to do is have an environment where any server and any application can take advantage of the benefits of storage area network without having to buy that separate hardware and create that separate environment. Something like Ethernet, where we have 100% attach rate, would be great for this. So the idea of FCoE was rather simple. How can we get the benefits of Fibre Channel over a more ubiquitous environment such as Ethernet? And that's what FCoE does. It encapsulates Fibre Channel frames in an Ethernet environment, allowing for I/O consolidation. First phase of this is what we call server I/O consolidation. What this is going to allow us to do is have fewer adapters, and therefore fewer cables, fewer switch ports, and all of these reductions will give us reductions in power and cooling. So the use case for this is really looking at new data centers, or if you're putting a new rack of servers into an existing environment. This is not for rip and replace. We're not going to say take your existing servers and pull out all of your existing infrastructure. But this is very important, especially if we look at something like server virtualization, where to be able to get the benefits of advanced features in server virtualization, you must have network storage, and having to choose whether or not we deploy Fibre Channel has really limited those environments today. So let's look at what that first phase of I/O consolidation looks like. You'll see in the server, we're replacing the NICs and host bus adapters with a converged network adapter, or CNA. This CNA card provides the function of both the NIC and the HBA. The CNA is then going to be attached to an FCoE switch. The link here is a 10 gigabit Ethernet connection. So while Ethernet is ubiquitous, 10 gigabit Ethernet is still rather rare in customer environments in the data center, so there will need to be some new infrastructure built for this. The FCoE switch, in addition to attaching to the CNA, will give us Ethernet connectivity to my existing LAN and Fibre Channel connectivity to my existing SAN. The Ethernet links that we have here, in addition to being 10 gigabit, also must be what's known as lossless links. What lossless means is that this connection is not going to drop any packets, which traditional Ethernet does. Traditional Ethernet has TCP/IP and therefore can recover from loss. Fibre Channel, on the other hand, does not recover so well from drop packets. So what we've created is this new environment, and let's look at how happen in this environment. My standard IP traffic travels just as it did before, from the server through the adapter, up through the switch, into the LAN, and it's really unchanged. For storage, we're actually going to start out as Fibre Channel and end up as Fibre Channel packets, but in between the CNA and the FCoE switch, we're going to encapsulate Fibre Channel into Ethernet packets for this specific piece of the infrastructure. But really what we're saying is outside of this new environment, everything stays unchanged. My existing LAN, my existing SAN, and applications at the server see traffic as they did before, which is the IP traffic and the Fibre Channel traffic. So even at the application layer, things like multipathing remain unchanged. Do want to point out that all of these pieces here are pre-standard. What this means is that we're expecting the standards to complete in 2009. So there might be some changes in this infrastructure, and to maintain a quality environment, what we're going to do is tightly control this initial environment so that we can allow the ecosystem time to mature. But my existing networking infrastructure and SAN infrastructure remain unchanged, as does the management and how I zone those environments. So really what we see is FCoE is going to be a natural extension of the connectivity options that we have today, which today include Fibre Channel, iSCSI, and NAS. And we see FCoE as a natural extension to Fibre Channel, where we can install a single adapter type and wire once, and leverage our existing infrastructure and processes so that my network and my storage infrastructures that I have today remain unchanged. We do expect this to mature over time, and EMC doesn't provide these environments by ourselves. We're working very closely with partners, and just as we did for Fibre Channel, EMC will be providing adapters and switches from our partners to provide best-in-class solutions. With over 10 years of experience deploying network storage environments, EMC is in the best position to help you deploy FCoE into your environments. We'd ask that you take a look at emc.com, check out the Connectrix product page for more information on the products that EMC will be offering, as well as you can find more details in an FCoE white paper that is available on that site. Thank you for joining me for this introduction on FCoE.